there, lovely people. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. I meant to bring you along for the ride because it's Friday index card a day. And my plan had always been that, well, it hadn't always been, but because of the way it worked out last week, I wanted to continue that of bringing you along to my Friday make and then showing you where all the other makes I'd made during the week, all the other index cards during the week. That's not too bad, we'll take that one. And I have been trying to work out what to do. This is recipe, and I was trying to work out what to do, and again, a bit like last week when you came and joined me, it's been about trying not to do the obvious. So there is somewhere in all these bits and pieces, there is, believe it or not, the picture. That's not going to work, so let's just cut that there. There is, believe it or not, the picture of a mixing bowl, and so it was terribly tempting to just go for recipe. I resisted that temptation, and instead I'm now cutting out lots of different coloured squares, because I keep on going past this image of a flower when I'm going through all my bits and pieces, and it just kind of grabs me every single time I see it. It kind of grabs me. And I'll just take that bit out there. Let's take that bit out there. And I thought, I've no idea why I'm cutting this out, but I just felt I wanted to cut it out, and there was going to be a reason for cutting it out. And I cut it out and thought, now what are you going to do, Kirsten? You've cut it out. You've cut out that really pretty multicoloured flower. What are you going to do with it now? And then suddenly I thought, I know what you could do with it, because recipe is about more than food recipe. Why don't you cut out little squares of colour, and I'm trying to make them, then they won't all be totally solid, little squares of colour, and those little squares of colour you can make into a paint palette for a recipe of different colours to paint. I think I've probably got enough now, but you know that way that once you start something you think, oh, could I just find another colour? There's lots of colours, lots of these colours are already mixed, so it's kind of hard to find something that's pure. But then nowadays I have got paints that I've got more than one colour in them, and then if you're oh, that's a different colour there. If you're mucky with your paints, I try and keep my paints clean, but if you're mucky with your paints you end up with other colours through them as well. But I think we probably do have enough now of that. So I'm also using another bit of this. I've also cut out something that resembles a palette, although I might actually mount that on something. There we go. Right. Should we start again? So I want to put this flower in now. I'm thinking that maybe this flower needs to go on a bit of paper, as if it's being painted. I know I've got a border around it, but actually no, it doesn't. I was thinking that, but now I've decided no, it doesn't. Let's just glue the flower down. Now what I'm going to do before I go any further is I'm going to do a bit of a cleaner up here. So I'm just going to clear this up and out the way, and then I'll be back. Here's that picture I was telling you about. It was almost too tempting to just go for a recipe and take that. Although I suppose I could have almost done it the same kind of idea as this, and then trying to find those colours and put them together for the image. There we go. That's better. Let me just show you the rest of the week's cards. This was last Saturday, and you've already seen the first three of these. I did link the song that this refers to in the video at the time, but in case you haven't seen that, you might want to go back and see that. You don't see how I make this one. This was a Helter Skelter, but I linked the song for this because the word was wave. The song is say hello, wave goodbye, and goodbye's in a wave. So I say the first line of the song is standing in the rain of the pink flamingo. So that's where I got to wave. This is Papuri, and I've just highlighted all the letters in the word Papuri there. This was Orange, which is the orange chair, but also the mini challenge of Maze, and that was the one you saw me do. Then this is Ferris wheel, which might not make any sense at all to any of you. This is lots of wheels, and this one has escaped, and that's because that's green. My husband likes that kind of greeny colour, and he hates Ferris wheels, so it's him outside escaping the Ferris wheels. This is another one. See, this is my favourite one, and this is a close second, I think. This one, Threads of Time, it was ellipse, and I sort of saw this Threads of Time and then decided to use the ellipse to kind of slow stitch and kind of Threads of Time. I thought that was an oval, and an ellipse was a thing like a eye with a point at each end. I was wrong. This is an ellipse. An oval apparently doesn't have equal sizes front, so like an egg's an oval. See, I thought an egg was egg shaped. This was an oval, an ellipse was but I was all wrong apparently. This was Lost and Found, and it's the pin in the haystack. Had so much fun, and it was such a faff at the same time doing this one, but once I'd had the idea, there was just no way I was letting go of it. And I love it. I love it, actually. We've got this far. Oh, see, that's stuck because that was still wet. And what I need to do now is I need to just trim off that wee bit there, because it's going to just constantly annoy me otherwise. So what I want to do now is decide how to put these paint palette bits, because I could put them in an order, or I could just kind of, oopsie, and I've got to make sure I get the right sides of them as well, or I could kind of randomize them totally. Ooh, I've just had a thought. Now let me see if I can do this or not. I'm not sure if I can do this. We might not need that after all. Let me see. Let's start with, yeah, see, right, we've got that one and that one, which makes that one. These aren't going to be very accurate. No, see, it's actually okay. All those of you who are screaming, it's annoying me as well, so it's not happening. Recipe. Lost and found. Ellipse. Ferris wheel. Potpourri. Orange. Say hello. Wave. Goodbye. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Keep crafting.